And we're back in. Sorry folks, I had to reset the phone. It's saying the connection's bad. It's fucking 2018 and we're out in the middle of Kilcullen here and the phone signal's bad. Anyways, welcome to Coach Gav Live episode 100. You got it right this time. With me, your host, Coach Gav from Killers the Fitness. So, breakdowns, breakthroughs, breaking habits and breaking news. So today's been a really eventful and actually enjoyable day for myself. My car broke down this morning, as in died a death. Turns out the gearbox has given up the ghost, so has the clutch, so has certain parts of the engine. So quite an interesting day. So the car literally broke down. I looked at Cullen for like 10-15 minutes, so I apologise if you got stuck in all the traffic. Got to apologise, the signal has shit as well, but we'll see how it goes. Anyway, so that was the breakdown part of the day. Now, usually when stuff like that happens, the older me, because I know at 31 I'm pretty old now, the older me would have had a monumental bitch fit. Like, monumental. I'd still be fucking steaming about it right now. It would affect my day, it would affect my mindset, it would affect my mood, affect my productivity, affect my perspective, all these things. And that's a very normal thing to do. I'm not the only person that has that issue that happens. But, again, the car broke down. Straight away I was like, fuck. I was like, right, try turn it over, get it going. My first thought was safety. Get myself out of the way for my own safety, but also for the safety of others, okay? Didn't happen. The car was like, no, fuck you, mate, I'm not working anymore. And I was like, oh, you rascal. So I did what I usually do. I had about a 15-20 second bitch fit, punched the steering wheel, let out a couple of roars. Then I started to kind of shift to mindset here, kind of reassess where I'm at. Okay, because losing the rag was going to get me fucking nowhere. And I have a long enough track record in life to know that I operate best and I succeed better when I'm at a more stable, calmer base, when I'm not just randomly fucking losing the cool. So I said, right, calm down. Morty has us do just a quick mindset shift, a quick breathing exercise we do, shifted that and kind of problem solved. I didn't lose the plot. I was able to kind of go and get myself sorted. So I got the car onto the side of the road, nice and safe, problem solved. So that was the breakdown. The breakthrough was that, I didn't actually lose the plot. I know it's going to be expensive to get the car fixed. Either getting that car fixed or having to go source another car. I know it means having to change my schedule fairly dramatically over the next maybe fortnight or so, maybe even longer. Myself and my mum are going to share cars again, going to sync up our schedules and balance it out. I've just acquired my sister's bike off her with basket at the front and all, so expect to see me cruising along in that. So that was the breakthrough was that, because I went into the supermarket where Mum was working and she's like, why are you so happy about it? And it's like, well, what's the alternative? Why? I wasn't happy the car was broken, but I was happy because you know what? That's all it was. It was just a car. The car was broke. It's not the end of the world, okay? And if I allowed myself to view it as oh Jesus Christ, no. I know myself. It's probably because I've been pushing the car a little too much over the last few months. Extra mileage. It's probably due a service 30,000 kilometers ago. Whoops. But that's what happens, and I'm going to talk about that in episode 101, about how if we push our body too much, eventually it breaks down. It's like, fuck you, not going to work anymore. And how that's as risky, if not even more so, when we treat our bodies like that, as opposed to when we treat our cars like that, or anything that we own. If we misuse or abuse it, we don't get to use it, okay? So there's that side of it. So that was the breakdown, was the car. The breakthrough was that the level of growth I've experienced, and not lost the bitch of it. And even going back to I referred to December a lot because December is when I went to Unstoppable Underground once, the 1-day seminar over with Paulie and the rest of the guys in Unstoppable, and that was a catalyst. And rather fittingly, that was the day before Freya's birthday, and the best gift I can always give her is the best version of me, because if I'm the best version of me, it gives her the platform to be the best version of her throughout life. And I said it to Paul, I said, the irony is that lost me that you're holding this event, the first one ever, the day before my daughter's birthday. And when I got home that next day, it was a start. She didn't know it, I knew it. We're going off track. So breakdown, breakthrough, breaking habits. So again, the breaking habits side of it is what I said there, was that I didn't go through my normal routine of having a bitch fit, of whinging and moaning, of okay, shit had happened, fix it. Go about my day as normal. The car broke down, went in, got Linda Mam's car, went out to the mechanic that we use, Darren out in Calverstown. He's an A1 guy, so if you need him, go out to him. Just not at the moment, I need him to work on my car first. So I went out to Darren, got things sorted with Darren. He came in, he said, cool, I've got it. So I knew at that stage the car was sorted. Darren had taken over control of the situation, problem. So that was fine. And usually I would not delegate things, I'd try and do it all myself. But I realised that I fucking couldn't, because I know literally nothing about cars. And that's an actual fucking fact, unfortunately. So that was cool. It was with Darren. He had the car keys. He goes, don't worry, Gav, I'm going to go, tow it, bring it out here. I'll check it out. I'll give you a call later. Perfect. Shelved that. My next concern was then, I got to empty the car because I had a load of gym gear in it, had football gear in it, and had a load of other crap in it too. Was clearing out the car. I came across some pretty cool things. And this is where the car breaking down was actually a good thing. So I was going through it and I found a Crazy Golf scorecard. And that's from about a fortnight ago. Myself and Catherine were out. Went up to Dublin. Went playing Crazy Golf. It was one of our first dates. And it was a really good, enjoyable time. I saw the scorecard. I saw that I won by a sizable margin. And then that kind of put me in a good mood because it brought me back to the memory of it. And then, more importantly, I came across a note I had written to myself back in July of 2014. And I'll take a picture of it and show it up on Instagram later on. And then I'll show it up. Oops, rotate your phone. Can't turn the phone. There we go, sorry about that. So I came across a note I wrote to myself, and it's a note I wrote back before. It's when I had left one business proposal, and then I started the plan of going out. What's going on, buddy? I started the plan of going out on my own. And it was a note I wrote in the future tense. It was from the me of the future, or the me of now even maybe, to the me of back then, saying, hey look, when times get tough, I'll get the exact wording later on, but the general gist was, look, what you're about to embark on is very ambitious. It's a very challenging road. Believe in yourself, catch your breath, breathe, don't panic, everything will be fine. And coming across that note today, I was like, cool. I'm a big believer in karma. I'm a big believer in the universe. I'm a big believer in things coming your way when they're meant to, even though you may not be aware of the reason at that moment in time. So that was pretty cool to come across those few things. I came across a load of pictures from Freya, and like I know she draws in the car, I know she colours in the car. I just didn't realise how much she had done, and I was like, fuck, this is cool. I came across actually a pair of rosary beads that I had gotten many years ago from someone very important to me. So I found those 4 things in the car, and I was like, okay, cool. And I wouldn't have found them if I didn't clean the car out. And I wouldn't have cleaned the car out if the car didn't break down, because I only cleaned it out because Darren was getting into it. I was like, oh shit, I actually need this stuff. So that was the breakdown, the breakthrough, the breaking habits. And kind of cool that it loops in at episode 100, because people love, like, you know, big numbers like 25, 50, 100, all this kind of stuff. And even now I'm like, fuck, I've done 100 episodes of this, and people have tuned in. Lisa Marie, you've probably tuned in for more of them than anyone else. And I just started it, and I just kept going, and I see the benefit it has from me, and then I see the benefit it has for the gym and the people, you guys watching it here. Because even though I know we all mess and joke and skid about it, I know there's people taking away genuine information from it. There's people receiving actual benefit from it. This isn't just me jerking off going, look at me, I love talking. I do enjoy talking because I know it brings a benefit. And I know that the people that are in my gym, in my facility, on our page, on our email list, participating in what we do, all find a benefit from it. And so we'll keep going with it. And which leads me to the breaking news, is that after weeks of tweaking with it and messing around and dicking around, I'm going to go online with my coaching. Now, it's online coaching, okay? It's not going to be, no, here's your training program and your nutrition plan. Yeah, you will get a training program, you get a nutrition plan. Of course you will. That's a given, all right? But you're going to get weekly coaching, daily guidance. You're going to get what I give to myself. And because I know and more importantly, what I give to my clients that I see in the gym every day. Because I realise that either location-wise doesn't suit people, financially they're not willing to make that investment in themselves yet, even though it's the best fucking investment they'll ever make. And I also realise that by going online, it allows me to ultimately reach every country in the world. And that would be a big kick for me when this starts to grow and spread and the results start to spread from our community outwards from there. So the breaking news is this. Starting this July, I'm going to open up about 15 to 20 spots for online coaching. We'll have a Facebook group, we'll have an email messaging system, we'll have training programs which will come with awesome little YouTube links. So you get your program, you're like, okay, well Gav, I train in my local 24-hour fitness, I do this, I do that. Or you end up doing, oh Christ, I'm actually going to go and I train at my leisure centre, or even I train at the leisure centre around the corner from you, Gav, but for whatever reason the money's just not there to join you monthly. Okay, that's cool, I can understand that. I get that it's a big investment. So again, you get your program, click the link, you see the exercises, you go off, you do the exercises, all that kind of stuff. Real simple. It's going to be a tenner a week, €40 a month. Again, you pay it at the end of 1 month, you're covered for the month ahead. And the whole thing, you put in the Facebook group, we go through the coaching, we go through all that kind of stuff then as well, and it'll all be systemized, automized, and it's this, except on a more personal basis, on a more direct basis, actually fucking applying what it is. And again, I've always had a hesitation about going online because I'm an in-person kind of guy. I'm a very good coach in person, personality-wise, it's an in-person kind of thing. I can explain things a lot better, and the biggest hurdle for me is that when it comes to giving people exercises, I need to see how you move. So I need to see you doing the movement so I know that I'm giving you safe and appropriate recommendations. Because there's nothing, guys, I can't see comments coming in, it's just I've got to check the glasses in a second, alright? I see people giving online programs. It's like, when the fuck do you ever see how those people move? And that's a really important thing. And if anyone's ever trained with me or even just floated through the gym, you'll know just how important it is then as well. So it's going to be real simple. We'll start off we'll go month by month by month. And even if you've done like 3 or 4 months down the line, you've been in our online program for 4 months. There's progressions, there's evolutions, there's growth to it. Vin, what's going on, dude? So that's kind of that side of the breaking news, that we're going to go online. I'm going to stop sitting on my arse and being like, oh, I just want to tweak this, and I just want... I'm literally fiddling around doing stupid fucking shit. And if I can then... And part of the program will be that, helping you guys stop fiddling around doing stupid shit with your time and being fucking productive. We had a lovely long rant yesterday about how what I've done in the first 5 months of the year and how I'm down only 2 kilos. But yet every other aspect of my life has just gone up through the fucking roof. And there's no witchcraft, there's no wizardry, there's no bullshit, there's no smoke and mirrors. It's just consistent hard work. My coach keeps me on track. He reminds me of what I promised that I said I would do. He reminds me of what I committed to say that I would do. And that's what I'll do for you. Simple as. Real simple. And the other breaking news, very small bit, we're going to reopen up our 30-day shape program in July as well. So again, you get 8 or 12 sessions over a 30-day window. So I'll throw all those links up later on today. So we'll take on maybe 10, 15 spots for that as well. That's that's our shortest term in-person training option you'll have. And that's again, so the sign up for that will be up later on. So that's kind of all the news really. And I suppose 100 episodes in, kind of we're finishing June, coming to July, and the leaving starts going on at the moment and everything. Let me just check these comments. Ev, I won't be down Sunday. Ev, I've not been cleared by the physio with my ribs, and I'm iffy for the Eagles, but we'll see. Lisa Marie, what's going on? So 100 episodes in. Oh, Christ, I was going to try to say something really kind of deep and inspirational here. I had a conversation today with a fairly important person in my life. A conversation I never thought I'd fucking have with them. And it just shows the level of growth we both had. We used to clash, bash heads an awful lot, things like that. And then it's just a very natural conversation. Be like, hey, look, kind of, because at the end of the day, it just shows growth. I'm not, obviously the conversation stays between the two of us, because it was between the two of us. But we've done 100 episodes of this over, I'd say, less than a year. And I think back to this time 4 years ago, end of June, start of July 2014, and I walked away from a business plan because I thought I was getting fucked over by it. Even though the business plan, I was like, oh, this could be my chance to open the gym. This could be my chance to go and do it. And then I was like, nah. My gut feeling was saying just walk away from it. So I walked away from it. Decided to go it on my own. And my family around me, I knew had my back. Even though I may not have had the most solid of business plans, we can all agree on that one. My girlfriend at the time, she was like, yeah, look, I know you got this. My clients, my friends were like, yeah, of course you can fucking do it. And 4 years later, that fire is still there, that passion's still there, that drive, more cop on, more common sense. And I'm not saying you guys all need to go and start fucking leaving jobs and shit. What I'm saying though is that you need to follow your gut, follow your instinct. And I don't really care for your excuses. I don't really care if you're going to be like, oh, well, I've got this. We all have commitments. We all have different things going on that we have to commit to. But it's all a choice. I had a choice whether to lose my fucking marbles today when the car broke down. I had a choice to fucking punch a hole in the wall when I found out how much it's going to be to repair it. Or I had a choice to go and fucking fix the situation. My day went as pretty much as normal, even though my car fell apart. Okay, I still got my daughter on time. I still had daddy-daughter day. We still went down to the park. I made 3 or 4 business phone calls that I had to make that I had been dodging. Calls were made, problem solved. Everything went as normal. Life is going to throw shit at you. And I know as even now, as things are going relatively good for me, I know that there's more shit coming somewhere down the line. I don't know what it is. I don't know when it's coming. Just got to fucking roll with it and fucking deal with it. And then when you conquer one situation, something else will go wrong. And that's fine. That's how it's going to go, folks. Because when you have ambition and when you have drive, when you have a desire and a want and a willingness to achieve a higher level of life, there's sacrifices coming with it. You have to make decisions. The word die, it's actually in it, or I think it's like the Latin or the Greek translation on it. To decide, it's to kill off an option. So you kill off one side. By deciding to do this video, I'm deciding not to be at home playing PlayStation, not to be at home studying, not to be at home sitting on my ass, not to be at home sleeping. It's a decision. You're deciding to watch this. You're watching this instead of watching some other bullshit. So, to wrap up here, because my arm's about to fucking fall off, is that, every situation in life has positive and negative in it. And even today, car falling apart, that's a fairly sizable negative. There's a whole host of positives that came after it. I got to drive my mom's car today. My mom's car is so much nicer to drive than my Polo, mainly because the gearbox is still in it. I got a great day with Freya. We had really good fun. Had a fairly important conversation with someone in my life. Got my ribs looked at, realised I'm not dying. I got a new bike. Get to cycle a bike to work for the next few weeks. That's going to be fun. And just roll with it. Roll with the punches. Like, shit's going to happen. Shit's going to go wrong. Like I said, I got bad news as well today. Okay, and not just the car. So, accept it. Move on. It's the fucking story. Nags, what's going on, buddy? Hope everything's good, dude. Yeah, man, I thought I'd eventually bang out a good episode at some stage. If the only thing you trained and worked on was this thing in here, in between your ears, it trickles down. And this isn't some fluffy bullshit. This is, I've said it once and I'll always keep saying it. If you've watched the videos or you've been on the page long enough, you know the fucking background, you know the story, you know everything you get here is 100% and it's legitimate. There's no fucking, clickbait or fake news here. Because I want you guys to understand that, as much as I love Batman, I ain't no superhero. And you don't need to be a superhero to achieve an extraordinary life. Just need to be consistent. It'd be so easy for me to sit to whinge and bitch and moan about, I don't have this or I don't have that. But what the fuck? Where the fuck's it going to get you? It's going to get you fucking nowhere. Very easy. Could have lost the plot, had a horrible day, been an asshole to my daughter, been an asshole to my mom, my sister, everyone I spoke to today. Or could have just gone about it. And you have the same option. It's just a choice. It is your choice every single fucking moment of every single fucking day. to decide to go and do it. My mum's birthday was a few weeks ago. I don't really mix with people too well. I like my own space most of the times. I decided, you know what, stick at it. Just sit down. It's family. We're rarely all together because there's a whole load of us and we're spread all over the world. It was the best fucking decision I made that day. Best fucking decision. And on 2 counts. Because 1, I spent time with my family. And 2, it meant I wasn't able to go somewhere else that day. And then that decision panned out better later on then as well. So, like, just make better decisions and just start. That's all it is. Just like this video, you turn on the phone, boop, 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 press start, away we fucking go. If there's someone in your life that you're having fucking problems with, just fucking address it. Address it and get it over with. It might be awkward, it might be uncomfortable, it might not be fun, but it'll be fucking beneficial. Spoke to a good pal of mine today, we were talking about shit, and I just said to him, I said, dude, just fucking have a face-to-face. Get it over and done with. Stop all this Snapchatting this, texting that. Just get it fucking out there in the open. Call a bluff on it. Alright? And just don't be... Fuck, I realised I said I was going to wrap this up 10 minutes ago. So I am actually going to wrap this now. I'm going to finish my walk. So again, breakdowns, breakthroughs, breaking habits, breaking news. Car broke down, didn't lose my shit. Found some awesome stuff in the car that reminded me of where I'm going in life and where I've come from. And reminded me how fortunate I am to have what I have and everything. Kerry, I almost called you something. I realised I'm live on the Facebook page. You're so lucky, dude. So like I said, the car broke down. I'm a bit pissed. My ribs are injured, so I'm out of training on Sunday. But again, I realised, okay, well, at least I'm fortunate enough to be able to go and do all these things. Breaking news, we're going online with the coaching. 30-day programs, €40 a month. And if you can't invest €40 a month in yourself, you know, fuck that. You are automatically, not necessarily just with me, there's plenty of very good coaches I know out there, but if you're not willing to invest in your health, physically, mentally, emotionally, then fuck off with your whinging. I don't want to fucking hear it. Like, if I don't vote in the government, I don't whinge about how the country is run, because I know if I don't vote, I give up that right. So if you're not willing to invest in yourself, fuck off. Like, just fuck off, because it's an investment. And, oh my God, you're cursing on the page. Well, that's fine. If you have a problem with my cursing, it's probably a little bit late for you to be on the page. Anywho, I'm going off in a second right here. I'm off. Take it easy. God bless. Thanks for your time, folks.